Guess who's back again? Well, I can't tell if I'm actually back. Is my Discord back? It says I'm back. Okay, hold on. Are we live again? Yeah, we are. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Let me try to get the game back. If it'll load. Oh. Okay, so my client finally reloaded. Maybe? Is it going? I don't know. Okay, let me try closing this. Okay. Is it live? Are we good? Hold on. I can't get it to reload on my phone. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Okay, that was interesting. Apparently we're only 2 minutes in. I'm very confused. Even though I DC'd for a while. Okay, so let's back up. So where are we? So we reconnect at the 155 mark. Apparently, I only played a couple minutes, apparently. We are getting a level 2 gank on the Azir, though. Ooh, nice flash W by Pyroan, but fortunately, ooh, just barely gets enough. Nice job by the, oh, here, hold on. Let me fix my overlay here. Don't turn that off, and there we go. A nice auto from Biscuit Boy to secure the kill there. Justified the level 2 gank after all. And sorry about that, everybody. My internet died, but apparently we didn't miss much. Because I exited out of the game and reconnected. It reconnected us at 2 minutes. So they must have been paused for a while. So, all right. Sorry for that. Nice trade from the Muffin Man. You might have thought he lived on Drury Lane, but actually he lives in the top lane. Ooh, nice taunt on the Fiora. Now Pyroan's going in. I don't think they realistically get this kill. Ooh, unless Fiora doesn't riposte. Oh, I still don't think they have the damage to actually finish her off, though. Oh, and the flash auto by Muffin Man, but he's going to go down in return. Probably not worth it, but I respect it. Okay. Stream Go Sky. Yeah. I was very confused because it happened during the pause, and the pause on my screen just kept going. So I was very confused until I realized what exactly was happening. Biscuit Boy looking for a kill here, but he is running out of mana. He'll get some back from Xerath passive, although not as much off minions. About a 400 goal lead here. Early serrated Dirk for Pyro, and he's gonna go for the Collector first instead of the Triforce. That's interesting. This matchup's so unplayable for Azir. Hey, it's lore accurate. Okay. Pyro lanes are pretty even all around. Only real farm difference is in the jungle, which makes sense because Pyro went for the level 2 gank. That's going to cost you in farm even if the gank works. And now he's sneaking around bot lane, goes a long way around to avoid the ward, but I don't know if they can bait him into a fight where the gank can actually work. Oh, he is going to walk right into the Braum, or Braum's going to walk right into him, but Braum's just going to jump to a minion to be totally fine, although Catalyst Time would have gone a little bit too... No, okay, he's fine. Aftershock OP, and there's the electrical proc! Boom, 135 damage! It's almost as bad as Teemo versus Aatrox, also lore accurate. Do Aatrox and Teemo have lore interactions? Because that's hilarious if they do. They should. True. And Pyroan looking for another chance, but they suspect it and shoot the Kai'Sa W right into the bush to find him out. And now he's just waiting patiently, but he's going to be seen again. Pyroan spending a lot of time. I guess he's just kind of waiting for the scuttle grab. Can we get the Xerath's first strike gold check? Sure, as soon as Pyroan dies here. And he is definitely going to... Oh, no! He tries to flash over the wall, but it was just a little too far. And now Catalyst Tau went too far to try to help, but now he's going to go in as well. And that's the secure feat of strength over for Team LG. However, Xerath might get a solo kill here. And that's the river geometry for you. The E misses somehow, but he doesn't end up getting the kill anyway, thanks to the ulti. And yes, we will check that first strike gold. He is up to 117 gold. Okay, and LG's gonna go ahead and try to do this dragon. And Xerath says no, and Kai'Sa flashes in on him, which was aggressive. And now LG's gonna try to, or PBJ's gonna try to gank here, but not quite in time. Actually, they kind of helped leash the dragon for him. I think Diego could have gotten to the pit in time if that Xerath Q hadn't hit dragon. That's kind of funny. It gave him just enough security before Pyro could get in range. But yeah, I mean, if we're looking for a 1v9 Xerath game, it's looking like a good start for it so far. Got the 3-0 already. And presumably he's got the Leandre or the Luden's back when he backs, and indeed he does. Once he's ready to go back and get it. Pyro's also only farmed one full clear, by the way. Oh, yeah, he's playing the early game really aggressively, for sure. I don't know, I don't care for it myself, just because this is not how I like the jungle. I find it too coin flippy. But I think in Beer League it probably makes more sense because you trust your team more. But for randoms, hell no. I'm farming. I really like to see him get a Dark Seal here on the Xerath, but I don't think he can afford it. He cannot. This is just a public service announcement to all of you AP midliners out there. Y'all don't buy Dark Seal enough. You want to get it early game. Almost every time. It's just an insane value. Get the Dark Seal, I promise. It's very good. Anyways, I don't mind it here though, because he got the full Ludens out of it. So that's obviously more important than getting the Dark Seals. It's better with randoms since you have more control over their lanes this way. In Beer League, you trust your teammates. You shouldn't feel need to spam gank. I mean, if you identify the win condition of Xerath, I don't mind the level 2 gank. All right, so far it's worked. The Xerath is fed. Well, LG is moving here on these grubs, so they should take them pretty uncontested here. I don't think they're aware that they're doing them, at least not by now. No, I don't trust randoms because randoms can't set up a gank worth shit. That's why I don't trust it. I hate ganking for randoms. If we get a solo kill here on the Azir, no, he's able to juke. It just barely survives the damage from Pyroan. And now the Shenel's coming in, but it's too little too late. And Viego's going to go down. And Rel is here, but there's really nothing to be done at this point. So might as well just go back bot lane. Just barely didn't have the damage to kill the Azir there. Unfortunate. terms of gold, about a 600 gold lead here for LG, plus the 2 objectives though, which will account for a lot. Who got the? I don't remember who got the 3rd kill. So red team did as well. So they're only, or LG did as well. So they're only 1 jungle objective away from getting feats of strength this game. Potentially see a very early one this time around. And Viego is gonna walk right into a trap here, and he is cooked and he is dead. Goodbye, Viego. Yeah, not the banner game you're hoping for from the Viego for Pyro. He took a risky strategy that put himself behind in favor of his mid laner, and so far he's paid for it. His mid laner is fed, so hopefully he can indeed carry, because right now Pyro is in a sad spot. And gank coming down here in the bot lane. Ooh, can they get the stun off on Empirical? Yes, they can do the damage to finish him off, and they do, and that's going to be a kill for the Kai'Sa. And can the Kai'Sa finish off the second kill? No! Rel's going to barely be able to walk away. Now Pyro's here, but nothing to do except catch the wave. Now 1.7k gold lead. And poor Shen is kind of getting CS death pretty hard at the top lane, which is not unexpected. Crest probably could just pop. I feel like he probably could have just popped the ult. He's not for the kill here. Maybe he doesn't have it. No, he does have it. Ooh, nice flash by Xerath to avoid the Shurima shuffle, but not going to be able to finish off the Azir. Now Viego's here. Oh, he's going to go for it. He's going to flash W on the Braum, and that's going to get him, and then that's going to get the soul take, and that's going to jump on him with the Braum to sit on top of the Jax. That's going to get him as well. Unfortunately, the shutdown goes to the Rel, but you'd rather have it than have the Xerath die, so in the end, you're okay with that. Whew. And it will indeed be AP Varus with the Nashor's Tooth first item. Pyro's going to go ahead and try to solo this dragon, but it's going to be a very slow dragon solo with collector components. And lucky that Rel is still here, able to save Biscuit Boy from giving up a kill. And that will indeed be a dragon for them. That's the rebound they needed. They've closed the gold gap and gotten the objective as well. Theirs might be staying a little too long. Are they able to get away? They really should be fine. Just don't stand near the wall, Biscuit Boy. What are you doing? You're the one they're trying to protect. Get down, Mr. President. Get away from the wall. And Luke's going to go in. Doesn't have quite enough burst to finish off the Varus, but now he does thanks to the Kai'Sa and Braum follow-up, and now the rest of PBJ has to run. As Viego and Varus go down. Whew.
Will soon fall.
And yeah, I mean, in a duel, this Triforce is obviously gonna clean out this Collector, so I'm not sure why exactly he went Collector first. I guess just because he was able to get the Dirk first back, but it's probably not a good enough reason to do it. I also would have really liked to have seen a Bramble Vest sooner rather than later on the Shen against this Fiora, although maybe he figures getting the wave clear is more important. Xerath going Shadow Flame second. Yeah, I agree with that. He definitely should. They need him to carry this game, and this team is not that tanky yet, so probably won't ever really be that tanky, to be honest. I don't know why he's hanging so close to the wall there. He's gonna pay for it. That's gonna be a kill. I don't know why he was positioned like that, but he is gonna go down. Yeah, I don't know why he was positioned like that. He left himself very vulnerable to the Azir insect, and that's exactly what happened. So, tough play there for Xerath. Rift Herald has spawned, and LG's going to move right onto it because they want those feats of strength. I would like to see him call over one of his solo laners to help make sure they get this. Although he's honestly doing it pretty fast on his own. Maybe he doesn't even need help. Fair enough. Now in the bot lane, fight breaks out here. Viego's trying to go in, but he is seen, and he's going to get caught out here. Trying to prepare, help his bot lane for a dive. He's going super early for some reason. Then he takes a tower shot, and then Braum finds him, and he has to ult over the wall, but Kai'Sa just ults right after him and takes him down. You just have to tag the Q. You should just build to be durable. Yeah, that's part of why I agree with that. Like, I don't know, Collector first on Viego just seems odd. Now can we finally secure another kill? Chaos has had great footwork, but ooh, wait, hold on, hold the phone. Take the phone and put it in your hand. You need to hold it. So he hits the W and he pops the ulti. He dodges the first shot, dodges the second shot. Okay, it must just be a visual bug on him moving. Okay, got it. Yeah, even if you think Collector is good, you should definitely go Triforce first. I don't know why you would go Collector first on Viego. That's just very strange. It looked like he flashed late and then got hit by the ult anyway, but no, it was just a visual glitch. Okay, got it. And then Rel is deep and has to kind of kite away here. Go ahead and sneak around. He's going to flash on the Kai'Sa, but Kai'Sa's going to blow both her summons in response, so she should be fine. No Xerath ulti to follow up. Pyron has been very aggressive with his flashes to try to make plays this game, and for the most part, it really hasn't worked, other than that very first gank. And I guess if you don't want to get the third, I guess they already got the third objective, so, but they are going to get first tower here as well. I mean, rest, buddy, he doesn't have taunt, he just used it on you. Or maybe he didn't? I don't know. I'm tired. Both Kai'Sa summons kind of big for an extra Drake fight. That is true. That is true. He's going for the Kraken build rather than the static Shiv build, which is interesting. I think it makes more sense against this tankier team. So I'm fine with it. You know what? We got a double roam here. And they're going to run right into the Rel, and Rel does have some, so she's going to make the flash over the wall. Nope, she's not even going to try. She's going to hold her flash. I agree with that. Flash is so big for playmaking on Rel, I don't think it's worth it just to save your life most of the time. So, I'm okay with saving the flash there. Save that for a play later on. They do have vision here. They're not clearing the pink ward for some reason. No one cares about top lane. Ooh, and the Verisol misses. Viego gets in, not quite able to get the steal off though. Jax does secure, and now Jax is going to turn, but Shen is ulting in, but that's a nice Shurima shuffle into the wall. And Xerath just has to bail, but really he has nowhere to go. So I think he's just going to try to execute the tower, but he's probably already taken damage, right? Is this going to be an execute? No, it is. Okay, fair enough. I think using it there so you're alive for Drake would have been fine. I mean, yeah, maybe. I feel like she would have been, like, she would have been so low anyway. Like, I don't know. I don't mind it either way. But Rift Herald is going to come down in the mid lane while Fiora pushes top while Shen's away. And this is the downside of picking Shen. If you're against someone who could push really and kill towers really fast, every time you leave, you lose a tower. And yeah, they're just gonna, LG's gonna go on a tower killing spree, and you wouldn't know it by looking at the kills, but they're up 8,000 gold now. And yeah, I think this is very much LG's game to lose at this point. They just gotta close it out. And Hernandez Tisa, unfortunately, is gonna get closed out on and die. And he had did he have a shutdown? Yeah, I think he might have had a shutdown, so that is funny. Braum is not a champion that should be having shutdowns, but here we are. Caress is going to go ahead and try to all-in the Shen here. He should be able to have it no problem. Pops the ulti. Should be able to get him no issues. Does the Shen W block... Does Shen W prevent Vitals from being procced? I think it would, right? Because it's kind of treated like an on-hit. Kinda? If it's... I actually don't know. If he, like, cues into a Vital under Shen's W, does it keep it from being procced? I don't know. Yes, it does? Okay. I thought it would. And Chaos kind of in a bad spot here. He is going to escape towards his teammate, though, so well played by him. I kind of wanted to see him try to use the tower here and outplay, but I suppose escaping is fine, too. And now Heist is going to go in, and that's the kind of play you can do when you're ahead. Nice ulti by Braum. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit Varus, but it doesn't matter. Now the rest of the team is coming in. Nice! Ooh! Nice attempted shuffle by Azir, but nice reflexes by Xerath. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Doesn't prevent Boast from blocking by autos and Qs. Makes sense. Vitals can't be proc because the Q and auto doesn't land in the first place. True, you could proc it with Riposte and with Hydra though. So you can proc it a little bit, but not the most common ways. And now LG, they can spoil their victory and their 10k gold lead. They're gonna go ahead and move on over to this Atakan. And yeah, this is definitely their game to win. Or their game to lose? I guess both of them are kind of accurate, aren't they? In any case, they have a massive lead. They just need to close it out. The Xerath 1v9 strategy was looking pretty good for a while, but it hasn't had quite the follow-up they needed. Nice catch by Varus, though. That's going to be a shutdown over for the Azir, or off the Azir. I'm noticing that Shen has a dagger, which is interesting. I'm wondering what that's going to build into. Fiora's going to get caught out here, and that's going to be a big shutdown for Viego. I mean, if they're trying to come back, they're doing the right things. Caught by a Zurima Shovel yet for it. Yeah, he did. He definitely did. Navori Shen. I mean, that probably is the most logical item, right? I have seen it before. I don't think it's good, necessarily, but I get the idea. I'd rather just be tankier, though. Nope, try Force Shen so you can push towers faster, clearly. And now Shen is here being used as bait by the rest of his team, and it's going to work. They're going to catch out Azir here, but very nice Azir wall to prevent the follow-up, so he should be fine. Although now Biscuit Boy is here, and they don't see him. He's going to start pumping out the damage, and now, oh my God, the Jax is here. Oh, I got to back up. I totally lost the plot of what was happening here. So they're focusing the Rel, and they're trying to go in, but the Braum is really tanky, and now Jax jumps in. He gets a double stun. And they really do not have an answer for this Fed Jackson. He's just going to keep going. He's building the Zanies as well, so even if you catch him, you can't kill him, and he's going to keep going. That's going to be another kill. I'm going to say I really don't like the, I don't think it makes a big difference. I really don't like the tabbies here from Luke. They got a lot of CC on this team. Do you really need the damage reduction from tabbies? Just get the Merc Treads, bro. I don't know why. I don't know why you have played the Steel Caps. I don't know why Fiora has played the Steel Caps either, for the same reason. What are you so afraid of? They're only auto attackers, Viego, and he's inting. They do get the dragon though. And again with the why? Why are there so many plated Steel Caps on this team? Fiora is the only one that kind of makes sense. The rest of them are nonsense. Ugh. Bad boot purchases. And Caress is going to get caught out here, and he is going to go down. See? I'm saying Merc Treads would be really helpful there against LCC. That's all I'm saying. Very nice Q there by Hernandez Teaches. Yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe they assumed the Varus was AD, and they built these plate of steel caps and didn't realize he was AP. They thought it was AD, but didn't realize it was AP. Words. Jackson's gonna go too deep here, and he's gonna pop his stopwatch here, but he's gonna go down. That's 1,000 gold over to the Viego, and now he is the Fed Jax. And this is actually promising for PB&J, and he's gonna go down. Nice flash stun on the Azir, but he's actually gonna get his team pushed into the tower. But thankfully, Rel is the one tanking, so they're able to survive just fine. And Jax went a little too crazy, I think, with his Zanyas there, and ends up going down. And I mean, this Viego, he's actually almost caught up to the Jax. He's only 1.4k gold down because of all these shutdowns. And now PBJ is going to go for it. And this is an aggressive Baron, but I like it. They only got 2 people here. You just zone off with the Rel. You just have to stall and buy time. Because there's no way they can get here to the jungle can get here and stop you. And they are going to get it. I believe in Pyro and Viego and Biscuit Boys Arath. Woo! And they're gonna get the Baron, and they're gonna lie in wait, trying to stop their backs. And that's gonna catch Braum. Okay, I'm pretty sure that Jax didn't mean to do that. But his Zanyas is down. And now the Shed is here, ulting in to help, but this Jax is still very big. I don't know if they have the damage to actually finish him off here. It doesn't look like they do. Oh, and now Muffin Man, he finally gets his cooldowns up and is able to finish him off. And now Catalyst Tau just doing his best to stall for time as long as possible. Oh my goodness, what a wild play. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. It was the Navori Shen. That's what it was, yep. Good thinking, Navori Shen indeed. And yeah, I mean, LG still ahead by quite a bit. They're still in a pretty good spot. But PB&J has closed the gap considerably thanks to that Baron and all these shutdowns they've been getting. Cut the gold lead in half. They still have Soul Point to deal with, though, in a minute here, and I'm not sure if they can realistically contest it.
Running is only half a plan.
Alright. I would like to see LG being a little bit more aggressive, just getting position on here. I don't like how they're splitting up here. You just get the dragon and... Yeah, and here we go. The fight's just kind of breaking out, and both top laners away. I don't think you can really afford to leave your Shen, but also Kai'Sa's in the base. So this is actually a good fight for PB&J, and that's going to be the first kill over there for PBJ. And in fact, they're the ones that are going to get the dragon instead. Okay, hold on. Let me back up. What happened to the Kai'Sa? Because I got a little confused. So I was too busy shit-talking Trevor on the league chat to pay attention to the game. So what happens here? So they... How does Kai'Sa have to leave? I'm very confused. Okay, so Braum's poking around. and takes some damage from the Xerath, but now Kai'Sa's here. Oh, she gets hit by three Xerath autos and decides to back. Very interesting. Okay. I guess it is the down. You have no lifesteal, so you kind of have to, but your team has to realize that you're leaping here and conceding this dragon then. You can't just contest it anyway. And PB&J goes for it, and they get a good engage without the enemy ADC being around. And Jax has to run. Yeah, and they get Braum. Okay. Very good poke. Maybe the Xerath 1v9 is back on. His poke on the Kai'Sa was what won that fight. So well played. I should probably pay attention to the Twitch chat instead of shit talking Trevor. Alright. Okay. Xerath ult, very interactive ability. Just dodge the shots, losers. And yeah, they may have lost the dragon, but Fiora got a ton done in their base while that was happening, so you'll take that, I think, with Baron coming up soon. Whoa, very premature is flashed by Xerath. They're very afraid of the Shuriken Shuffle that did not come. And now they're getting pushed in with super minions in all three lanes. And they're still down only about 3.5k now, but I don't think they can just force a... Whoa! Pyroan, honestly lucky that missed. He would have been committed really hard, but now Jax is going in, and he lands the double stun, and that's going to be a big Shurima Shuffle on the backline, and that will be game 2 here for LJ! Woo! Alright, let's see that final play again here. So Pyroan kind of looks for a play on Kai'Sa, but he misses. And then Jax gets the double stun off, and that's enough of a distraction for Chaos to get behind and land the shuffle. That ends up being kind of a 1 and then plus 2 more, and that's enough to end the game here. Even one pick probably would have been enough. And they got more than one. Great bounce back by LG here in game 2. Boys, got a 3-game series on our hands. Well played to Team LG coming back. Got an exciting game 3 coming up. All right. Let's see if we can get the draft link here for game 2. PBJ's first loss. It might be, actually. And that is very much not what that's supposed to look like, but that's okay. It looks like the teams are keeping the sides here for game 3. Both teams really like what they have, I guess. Man, I am starving at this point. I was hungry before this series even started, and they roped me in right away. It's all good. The things we do for Beer League. The things that some of us do for Beer League. First game loss. There you go. You want me to bring me a sandwich? Could you actually? That'd be awesome. Just bring it all the way from wherever on the East Coast that you live. Some of us. Hey, you're part of some of us, Bunny. That's what I'm saying. Some of us. East Coast, are you? Are you not? Am I wrong about that? Maybe it was Stone that was East Coast? I don't know. I think you said at one point, but I don't remember. None of us are East Coast? L is East Coast. Gotcha. Me, Eric, and Bernie all live in the same state. What state is that? I don't know. Alaska? Bullshit. You guys do not live in Alaska. Ain't no way. And man, the Fearless Draft does really doesn't like that they forgot to pick a champion. They didn't lock a champion in time in game 1. It does not like it. Our sub is only East Coast, no? No. L and Awesomator are both East Coast. And I'm Mountain Time. Kinda. I don't know what time the rest of our team is. Mountain Time isn't real. Well, we're only kind of Mountain Time anyway, because it's Arizona time, which is technically Mountain Time, but we don't have Daylight Savings Time, so it gets confusing depending on what time of year it is. We Central, got it. You guys in Texas? I know we got a lot of Barely people in Texas. We're like Texas racist cousin state, Oklahoma. And it's gonna be the Jinx first pick this time around. PBJ has banned it the last couple games, so they decided heck with that. Jinx versus Xayah, okay. Kind of weird to have these early ADC picks, isn't it, Stone? We never pick ADCs early, really. We usually pick them like first 3, but we don't like first pick them. Every team's got different strategies, I suppose. Why is Xayah this early? Yeah, I do find that odd as well. I do find it strange. We first picked Caitlyn. I think we did do that one time, right? We first picked Caitlyn. I don't remember when, but it does sound familiar. I tend to be the one first picking because I have a lot of first pick. I have a lot of champs that are priority, plus champs that are safe first picks, so we tend to pick that. It's going to be the Lulu to go along with the Jinx. Then we got the Nidalee Hover. Do it, Pyro. Do it. Don't be a bitch. Pick the Nidalee. Do it. Do it. Boo! Boo! I mean, Lee Sin's pretty fun too, but come on. I wanted to see the Pyro and Nidalee. I learned how to play Nidalee from Pyro and from his YouTube channel back in the day. Like, back in Season 7 or something. And it will indeed be the Xayah Rakan bot lane. Okay. Both teams still need a mid and a top. Kale third game in a row. They really do not want any of this caress Kale, which is wild to me. Maybe they just don't want to deal with the late game hyperscaling threat. They just say, heck with it, play something else, play something normal. I can get that. Sometimes the really weird champions, you just don't want to deal with the unique things they bring to the table, so you just ban them. That's fair. So it will be Camille instead. Interesting, they saved their last pick for their mid laner this time around. And it's going to be the Urgot pick. Urgot very strong against Camille, from my understanding. And then the mid laner for PBJ hovering a lot of different champions. Hui. I would like the Hui too, but he ends up settling on the Syndra. And last pick for LG. Hui players are bad, true. My Hui's pretty good. I think I do aight. I think Hui was my most played champion last time I played because they kept banning Morgana. It's going to be Twisted Fate last pick. What a bizarre choice for a last pick. I don't like that at all. I really don't like letting your top lane get counterpicked just to pick Twisted Fate last. That is really strange. I don't like that. I do not like it. Yeah, I don't mind the TF pick in a vacuum. I don't like that they picked it last. Like, it's just so... Like, I really don't like letting your top laner get counterpicked to last pick TF. That's such a bizarre choice to make. They gave PBJ 4 vacuum counter matchups on blue side. Yeah, that was a very sus draft by LG for sure. They're gonna have to outplay. They're gonna have to outplay their comp diff, I think, or their matchup diffs pretty hard to have a chance this game. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but I don't know. I like the team here. Shut up, Stone. I don't even mind the TF pick. I just don't pick it last. Pick it fourth. You know? What counter pick are you afraid of that you don't want to pick? You want to hide a TF pick. You know? That's my beef with it. Like, because I know from experience that Urgot is a horrible matchup for Camille. So I don't know. I don't know why you would make your top lane do that, but to be fair, it is Muffin Man on Urgot. Does he have the knowledge and skill level to make the counter matchup work? I don't know. We shall see. It's one thing to get the counter pick, but can you actually play it the way you words? Can you actually play the counter matchup properly? Do you know how to do it? Can you execute it? Castro smelled an Urgot pick and opened the stream. Welcome, Castro. I enjoyed watching your Urgot last season. It's good times. I enjoyed both you and Lord Rat's Urgot, to be honest. Urgot's kind of a fun champion to watch. Yeah, Camille Blind was bad. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what all of Cares's top lane champ pool is. I know he's not a top laner normally by trade, so maybe he just doesn't have good blind pickable top laners. And just said, heck with it, we'll just go Camille. Maybe that's what happened. Wait, Urgot champ is so broken this game actually Lamau, holy shit. You wanna elaborate on that, Mr. Nunya? Why is Urgot so busted this game? I was going to go to bed, but Urgot showed up. Cannot go to sleep. The Urgot must be watched. It must be witnessed. All right. Did I remember to give them both their game? No, I didn't. Okay, let's. There we go. And here we go for game 3. Triple melee, short range ADC, low burst. Yeah, no, fair enough. That is a pretty good reason. Now, Chaos is a very good player, so if he can make the, make big plays with TF, can prove me wrong, but we shall see. Oh my god. And we have a pause. Woo! Pausing! And meanwhile, we have a double Guardian support bot lane. You don't see that very often. In Electrocute Twisted Fate. This man is going in. He doesn't give a shit about your pussy-ass tank build, Twisted Fate. He's going damage. I hope. If he starts Electrocute and then rushes Roa, I'm gonna be sad. Because that's a sad way to live your life. Mid Mike die or some sty. Been seeing Spellbook support a lot. Think you would have liked to have seen that this game for Rakan. Yeah. I think a lot of people it's not very intuitive on how you should use Spellbook, I think. And I think that kind of puts a lot of people off from trying it out. Although they did just buff it. Like, they gave it a big buff, right? What did they actually do to Spellbook? And yeah, I agree. If they can't get on Jinx and kill her right away, they don't really have good follow-up to kill her because they don't have the range. You can start chaining spells earlier? What does that mean exactly? You mean to say changing instead of chaining? To be fair, I didn't really know how exactly Spellbook worked before, so I guess you can start changing your summoners out earlier. I mean, fair enough. That is something. Kind of interesting they went for the exhaust on Hernandez Teaches. This is game 3, right? It sure is. Which means the CD between change of summoners also drops. But you could still only pick... you can still only pick each one once, right? What's up, Nightmare? Welcome. Is this game 1? Yes, Eric, it's game 1. We played games 2 and 3 first. Try to change things up. Once you pick one, you can't pick it for the next 3 or 4? Oh, is that how it works? I thought it's just once you picked one, it was just gone for the rest of the game. Okay. Interesting. Do they still let you pick Smite? Who is winning series? I don't know. We haven't played game 1 yet. And as usual, Spectate client does not like when people pause during the spectator delay. I definitely do like oh, whoa. Okay, that was weird. I definitely like PB&J's draft a lot better. But this is why they play the game. Second swap, you can pretty consistently outsmite junglers with the buff. Interesting. You would not underestimate the core of that jungler. Interesting. I thought it would just be the 600 smite, no matter what. I'm not familiar with how exactly that works. What I am familiar with is this is a 5-man early cheese invade. However, it is going to be spotted by this ward. So I don't think they're really going to get anything done here. The smite upgrades the number of swaps. Oh, interesting. So the riot actually accounted for that. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I learn new things about this game every day. Or at least every cast.
Minions have spawned.
By the way, did you know that, so, Twisted Fate's passive, it says he rolls a dice that he receives 1 to 6 gold for when he CS's, but he cheats. So he actually gets 6, like, a third of the time or something, which I just find kind of amusing. And Luke's going to go ahead and start up here, but he does have a ward on it. Pyro's starting Wolves on Lee Sin, which is interesting. I'd cheat too if no one caught me. There you go, Castro. You got the right idea. Very strange start by Pyro. I don't know why you would start Wolves on Lee Sin. That's very strange. Okay. Beyond that, any really unusual sums? Not really. I know that First Strike is the highest win rate rune on Syndra and has been for a while now, but I still don't like it. I've never liked First Strike, especially on mages. I'd much rather have Precision Tree for lower cooldowns. Yeah, basically that. I think that 15% ability haste for basic abilities is just insanely good if you can get away with it on mages. Button money. Yeah, I mean, that's the argument for it, right? But I don't know. I just don't care for it. I do not like it. First strike is decent if you want to spec on second item. I don't know. I've never been very good at using first strike either, to be honest. That's probably part of why I don't like it. You know what I miss, though? I miss Kleptomancy. That was a good time. Wolf start is basically a Raptor start. I mean, Wolves is, in my experience, a lot slower than Raptor start, though. So, I don't know if I fully agree with that. I get what you mean, though. I will say, yeah, actually, I think the main benefit of going first strike is not even the first strike. It's the magical footwear, and it's the other runes in the tree are nice. They're about the same. I don't believe you. I don't misrelease Klepto at all. I do. I was a Kale main back then. Those were good times. I almost made it to Masters back then. Abusing Kleptomancy Kale top. Those was good times for me. I enjoyed that. Got those level up posters to get to level 16 sooner. Woo. Ooh. And the counter gate coming in by Luke, and Pyroan's gonna get kind of blasted here, and he's gonna have to flash. Ooh. A little bit of a premature E there by Muffet Man. Nice trade by Caress. Perpetually almost Masters. Hey, this was way back in Season 9, bro. It took me years before I got anywhere close again. And yes, I'm boosted. I can't make it to Masters like a bunch of other people here. I've gotten close a lot, but I can't make it over the hump. I've gotten one win away multiple times, but that final game eludes me. Ooh, nice attempted engage on Lulu, but nice little juke by her to kind of avoid it. Although I feel like she got a, I'm not sure how much it actually helped. Well, actually, I guess it helped a lot. And now the bot lane for LG has to run, and I think, well, Hernandez just gets his cooldown up in time and is able to escape, but lands the Jinx W. And can he get the kill? No! Both able to escape. Have you tried playing Sej to get the Masters? Ugh. Nightmare. Sej is such a sad story for me. Because Sej was my go-to jungler before she got reworked. And I loved playing her. She was so fun. But then they changed her, and they made her, like, I didn't like the rework as a whole, but then, like, just to change identity, but then, not only that, she ended up getting in pro play jail, so she's been sad in solo queue ever since. And I've tried making her work, but for whatever reason, she's just my bad luck chip. I cannot win games on Sejuani, on the new Sejuani. It's just so sad. Anyway, now that we got anecdotal story time over, we got a nice stun. I'm actually surprised I hit him. To be honest, it looked like it would have missed, but the stun ends up hitting Chaos, and he is going to go down. Although Pyro's going to get minion blocked like a motherfucker and go down as well. So, in the end, ends up kind of working out. Have you tried winning that last game to get the Masters? Apparently not, my bad. Yeah, the minions formed a wall. The minions are ableist. They hate blind people. Clearly. Have you tried playing Morgana to get the Masters? That's the plan. That's how I got close the last time. But yeah, close game here early on. Kind of a wild play in the mid lane with the minions. Interesting Tiamat rush here for Pyro, and going for the more farm-heavy Lee Sin playstyle rather than the typical Eclipse start. Can't see the Dragon health bar for some reason. I'm not sure why. Pyro is going to get engaged on here, though, and I think he will end up going down, and indeed he will. But meanwhile, they kind of flank and catch Xayah off on the side here, but ooh, they are going to get her, but then they're going to do the same thing to Syndra in the back, although I think she will die. Yep. And now these two need to get out of here, because if they land a gold card on either one, they're going to die. The game really wants me to see Xayah respawning in base for some reason. This is why I don't use directed camera. It's fucking stupid. And they're gonna... What are they doing? I mean, I guess it works out, and Kana ends up actually going too far. It is end up being a trade, though, and now they're going to keep going. Pyrone, however, is only level 5. Doesn't quite have the Lee Sin kick just yet. Although if he gets a kill, he will. He's going to level up from this kill, and there he goes, and then he's going to level up the ulti and pop. That's going to be a double kill for Lee Sin! Nice job realizing he would get the ulti if he got the first kill. Good job, Lee. And then they're going to go ahead and go for the dragon here. Still can't see the health bar on it, but there we go. First dragon over to PBJ. Do you know how tiebreakers work in Fearless? That's actually a good question. Seaman Amos has made it sound like he doesn't expect there to be tiebreakers, but I don't know how there won't be with only a 5-week season. So, I don't know. There's no planned tiebreaker week, but I feel like we're gonna need one. So it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. I personally, we just plan to win all our games, so we don't have to deal with that problem. But for the other teams, the other lesser teams, yeah, they might need to. It might be good to know how tiebreakers work. And TF now looking for his first ulti play. They're gonna go in the top lane. But I don't even think he needs the ulti. He's just going to walk up. And ends up actually very well played by Urgot. Ends up going 1-for-1 on that. And now TS going to get caught behind the tower by Lee Sin. He should be okay, though, because Lee Sin does not have ulti. But actually, Camille's really far away. He might actually get him. And indeed, oh, no! Able to get away, but ends up having... Lee Sin just ends up flashing over, getting him anyway. And then Biscuit Boy roams over and presses R and outplays that TF. Yeah, very well played by Muffin Man there to stretch out that dive. I mean, that tower did what, like 2/3 of their collective health? And that ended up setting up his mid and jungle to clean him up. So very well done by Muffin Man on that play. Won't really show on the score sheet, but that was a big play. I assume there won't be any unless there's a 3-way tie somewhere. I mean... We got 2 playoff spots. I think it's very feasible that we could have a tie for 2nd place, right? Everyone stares at each other until someone shows fear that they're out. That would be something. Big lead in the bot lane down here for PBJ. They got the BF sword on Jinx already. And Luke patiently waiting in the bush, but ooh, and they realize something's up, and now the ulti's gonna come in. They are gonna get Lulu, but not Jinx. So good instincts there by Jinx, realizing that something strange was going on with that play. Was he standing on a ward the whole time? No, he just did they see him sneak in? Hold it. They did not see him. Okay. Yeah, because you see how far back he's playing? He clearly realizes that something is up. And he's trying to bait it out. And yeah, he does a good job. 3-way tie if it's a rock, paper, scissors. If there's a 2-way tie, you can go to the head-to-head record. Well, yeah, but what if they both have one loss to different teams? Like, we plan to beat both WDW and, well, I guess, never mind. It's not relevant for us, but... Yeah, I don't know. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Looking for a gank here on the mid lane. Biscuit Boy has no idea, and he has a flash eater, which means he is going to die. And that's going to be a kill over to Chaos, and I'm very disappointed in him for rushing Rod of Ages on Electrocute TF. That's very sad. But I mean, I guess having the anti-burst or the extra HP is nice against Syndra, so fair enough. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, a play's going to go down here. Pyro's sneaking in from the bush. And they're going to go ahead and go for the very aggressive dive on a Xayah with ulti, but in the end, it works out. Wow, I'm surprised it didn't shoot him again. I'm surprised he got out of range in time, but he doesn't need surviving, so there you go. Well played to Pyro, and yeah, very big lead. 1.3k for the Jinx already. Can go with average game time. You guys don't want to go with that, I promise you that. Team 2 has an average game time of sub 25. Not that it matters. We're going to win all 5 series anyway, but, you know. I like average game time. Yeah, there you go. Not that it matters. We're not going to have any tiebreakers. I hope. No, who got gross, by the way? I wasn't paying attention. It's PBJ, so they're at 2 points on Monster Slayer or Monster Slayer already. And who got the 3 kills? Red team did. Okay, so it's 1 for 1 on Pizza Strength right now. And then I'm looking away. Nice lane gank here by Pyroan, but good job by Hernandez just to get away immediately. But in the end, he is going to go down. Yes, he is going to go down, but ooh, and Pyroan taking a lot of damage, and Luke's going to try to get in here, but he's going to get caught by the Jinx traps. Ooh, double snare, but should just be the 1 death here, I believe. Barring something unexpected. Pyroan actually has his ulti here, so he could look for something cheeky. Does he have the burst to finish off this Xin Zhao? Eh, probably not. Sundered Sky would heal him enough to survive, I think. Meanwhile, ooh, nice stun land here, and TF is here, and he's gonna, ooh, misses the Q, but it's probably better than he did. He would have gotten baited into the Xin Zhao. But now the bot lane is here! But they're not going to do anything, so... actually, Xin Zhao's kind of going the wrong way, and he's going to get stunned, and he's going to go in, and he's going to die. Should have gone towards the tower with the TF, buddy. Went the wrong direction. I think he dies instantly. He takes a Q onto the Xin with that HP. Yeah, no, I agree with that. It's like, does Pyro have enough damage to one-shot him if he goes in? And the answer, no. I think Xin would heal too much with Sundered Sky, so... PB&J going to go ahead and move it on this Dragon, but they're actually in a great position to contest. And APC is to go in hard on this Lee Sin, and they will. And very nice Camille ulti that she... Did it wear off? What? Hold on. Did he get kicked out of it? Is that what happened? Yeah, so he goes in, and he lands the ulti. And then he... Okay, I'm having brain damage here. I'm going to look at it one more time because I'm very confused. Okay, so does the ult just not last that long? So he goes in, and he ults. Yeah, I guess the ult just wore off. Okay. I didn't realize the ult duration was so short early on. Fair enough. Lee Sin is able to escape and break into his team, and now Caress is in a really bad spot. He actually goes in on the Urgot, which is an interesting choice. Now the Urgot's going to land the ulti, and he's going to get the suppression, and he's going to get the fear. It fell off? Okay, yeah. And now Luke's trying to go in, but no can do, and now Chaos is just going to say, heck with this, I'm ulting out of here. And then Urgot flashes for no reason, and and then, what is happening in this game? I can't follow the plays. So he ults out, which is good, but then Syndra just, okay. Bro, ult farther away, you goofball! What are these plays? Oh my goodness! Okay, I mean, PBJ comes out ahead with the play. That was wild. Okay, fair enough. Do a first strike check on Syndra. How much is she up to? 230 gold. Not the worst. Still get more value from the booties than you do from the first strike, but I also don't like Scorch on Syndra. Syndra's more of a scaling champ now. I'd much rather have the Gathering Storm, in my opinion. Oh my god. LG is going to go ahead and go for the Rift Herald here. Has Pizza Strength been secured yet? Yes, it has. PG has got it because they got first tower and mid. Got it. It will be Rift Herald. Scorch is good situationally. I think if you're in a really contested lane where it's going to be a lot of trading, I think Scorch is fine. But against TF's going to play like a bitch. Just take Gathering Storm. I mean, look at it. It's done what? It's done 263 damage. That definitely wasn't worth it. Scorch is the better rune for scaling this game because if the game goes 2+ items, they should be winning anyway. She doesn't need Gathering Storm to scale. No, I don't agree with that logic, bro. Like, if you need to get a meaningful advantage in lane with Scorch to justify taking it, and he really didn't, like, at all. Like, I don't know. I think Scorch is a really overrated rune in general, to be honest. Like, unless you're playing a really scrappy lane, I don't like it. Especially since he's going Sorcery Secondary. Like, what if he had gone Mana Flow Band? Or Gathering Storm, or, like, I don't know. I think just anything would have been better than... A lot of them would have been better than Scorch. Even the stupid Axiom whatever would have been better than Scorch. You'd rather have the early power to keep up with the early pressure because your scaling is already better without... Yeah, see, like... I think in a lot of matchups, you'll either be able to... A, you'll be able to pressure without Scorch, or B, the Scorch won't make it... Or the Scorch won't be enough to make you pressure. Like, that's kind of my point. Like, it has to... In order to justify Scorch, it has to make enough of a difference in lane that you'd rather have it over something else. And in my experience, that just doesn't happen often enough. Like, if you're in a really scrappy lane, I think that's fine. But you could go ahead and go Scorch. But TF's just going to farm, right? I don't know. I don't think it's worth it to do a couple hundred extra damage in the laning phase. Is not worth it not having Gathering Storm. That's just my opinion. Meanwhile, the gank in the top lane. I don't know why the Lee Sin kick didn't kick her there, but in the end, it doesn't matter. To be fair, I've always been scaling biased for runes. I take the ability haste rune on most mages rather than the AP. So I am very biased towards scaling. That's how I tend to prefer to play. I only go AP and Scorch when it's a really contested matchup. So, there you go. That's just my personal bias. Yeah, up to about a 5k gold lead for PB&J now, and they're pretty commanding control of this game at this point, I'd say. Still no Dark Seal on either mid laner, which is pissing me off. Like, guys, get the Dark Seal, please. It's such a good investment. I promise you can afford to delay your core items by 350 gold. Ooh, and Cinder's gonna go ahead and land a nice stun combo on Xin Zhao. He has to run, and then Fernandez is gonna go down, and then Luke's gonna go down as well to the Urgot ulti. And then Waps is going to have to run. He doesn't have ulti, so he's actually going to go down here. TF doing the smart thing and cutting the wave here so they can't push too far. I like that, although they have a decent amount already. They're going to get the inhib at least. Now, Syndra is actually TPing in. She doesn't have ulti, but she should still be able to fend him off, I think. And now he's going for the Lich Bait into the Rapid Fire Cannon. Oh, Chaos, brother. Oh, no! Chaos. Oh, no. Oh. That's so sad. The build is sad, the flash is sad, everything is sad. That'll be Otacon over for PB&J. 10k gold lead. Lich Fire, Rapid Fire into... Dude, I hate the double Sheen item, Twisted Fate with Rapid Fire. I get it, you want the longer range gold card, but you picked Electrocute, bro. Build AP and one-shot people. Fuck this utility build. Ugh. Oh, no, Nunya. Oh, my eyes. Lichbane, Rapid Fire Arcana, Shurelias. Ugh. It's disgusting. I hate it. Sorry, I need to find something to bitch about now that the game's kind of getting out of hand here. Also, I'm noticing no Tiamat on the Camille, so she pushes this wave really slowly. I assume she's getting it now, but what do you want him to build? I mean, if you're going to go Electrocute on TF and you're going to be the 7.5 cost player on your team, I want to see you go full AP. I want to see you go Ludens and Deathcap and Shadow Flame and all that bullshit. Like I want to see you build a carry build. You're not playing your you're not putting your 7.5 point player on a utility mid. That's just lame. They do get the Syndra though. They trade mids. Well, he's in here being a little cheeky. Is able to steal the blue buff here, but he will pay with his life for this. Well, maybe not. Urgot is here, and he's going to land the ulti on Camille, and that's going to get the fear, and that's going to save his jungler, so fair enough. Is full AP TF carrying the game versus Urgot Lulu? I mean, I'd like to have... I don't know. I would like to have more burst against this team. It's a squishy team other than the Urgot. I don't know. I don't like putting your best player on a utility mid lane pick. That's just gross to me. I don't like it. And Chaos is... Ooh, barely survives, but the Jinx Rocket ends up going off. Let's see. What other runes did he take, just out of curiosity? He took Bone Plating and Unflinching. Okay. That is... I mean, true. I guess I don't know who else can do anything in this game. Maybe Camille if she gets ahead. So I can't play the game, and Xin is pain. Yeah, like I feel like they needed this is just in general my philosophy, but in terms of beer league, but especially this game, they needed the TF to do damage, and this build ain't it. This is the utility. Please carry me team build. I don't know. I don't think it would have mattered. The game was just kind of a disaster for LG, but yeah. So I don't think it really mattered. I know that Chaos has talked to me before about his builds. I assume I will hear from him once he watches the cast. But yeah, I would like to see him build to do more damage and carry his team. I don't like the utility build. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the series here tonight. Pretty long one. We actually have a busy beer league day tomorrow, which is unusual for a Monday. But I believe we have 2 games. Yes, we have DQ versus IPS at 6:45 Central, and then right after that at 7 Central we have WDW versus 2. So there you go. 2 games on a Monday night. Don't know if I've ever seen that before for beer league. So look forward to that. I will not be casting either one of those for obvious reasons. So you will probably see maybe Tyler tomorrow, maybe Bunny, maybe no one. We'll find out. Have a good night, everybody. See ya.